NXGKET sent me this 2-pack of Walkie Talkies. I'm excited to look at these. I think having a good pair of Walkie Talkies that are not cheap or a kid's toy is probably something that comes in handy more often than not. They look really good at first glance. So, and box looks pretty good. Back is just some specifications in different languages. So let's throw it open and see what we have. So there is the instructions, the walkie-talkies themselves. This is just a block charger, and then a splitter of two USB-C cables. So there's that. There is something under here. This looks to be the charging station. These are USB-C charged, so that is pretty cool. So we'll set that aside, and let's look at the instructions very quickly, see if this is complicated to set up. The instructions look to be only in English and French, but here we have all the different buttons and parts of the walkie-talkie. I guess some of the notifications and I guess maintenance of the walkie-talkies, channels. Let's see. I think this part talks about what the screen says, probably like which signal you're transmitting or calling on, and I think other things. So this looks kind of complicated. Using weather radio and weather channel, that sounds pretty cool actually. A way to factory reset and some troubleshooting steps. So let's look at the walkie-talkies themselves now. So I'll set one down. So they feel pretty good. Not super heavy, but also not like incredibly light. Somewhat light, I think, is there. So here on the side we have the power button. I hope you can see that with the shadows. Power, this says C. I don't know what that means. Then we have the USB-C charging slot right there. The back is a clamp for putting on a belt or whatever you need. This says PTT, not sure what that's for yet. And then brightness for the screen, I'm assuming. So on the front we have the speaker for the walkie-talkie. There's left and right buttons, menu. This says call. What does this say? Mon scan, probably monitor scan, and then PTT again. So yeah, a few things that I'm not too familiar with, but yeah. Also, I might have said that this was the power button. That's a microphone button. So I'm not sure how to power this on. I'm gonna quickly check the instructions and see if I can get them on or if I need to charge these. Okay, so I guess you need to turn this. Okay, yeah, so that does get it on. Does okay, yeah, so turning it clockwise turns it on. I don't know what furthering this does, but turning it counterclockwise enough will turn it off. So we have that. Let's see, just hit PTT. I don't know what that does. I should probably make sure that's not like emergency services or anything. Double PTT button, push to talk. That makes sense. So mon scan, that might be scanning for available frequencies, maybe. I'm not sure. So this is call, so that just, as you heard, rang. The side-to-side buttons aren't doing anything right now. Let's see. So holding microphone, That's not doing much. Actually, these might... Oh, those aren't even buttons. I'm silly, and I should have looked a little harder. Brightness button is actually a flashlight. That's really cool. PTT, there's the push to talk. So, cool. So I'm going to turn on this other walkie-talkie, and let's get it to... Wait, come on. No, can I just... wait, why are you... Okay, I hope that this is right. But, so I have 4 and 4. I'm going to quickly just try and maybe get some feedback just so... Hello? Oh yeah. You can probably hear, but there they're going off. There's the feedback. So, these are really cool. I really like this. Oh gosh. I'm not very well versed with walkie-talkies, but gosh dang, this is really cool. Having these for the first time, I'm very impressed. And I mean, if you need a beginner set, this is probably pretty good. Only thing I guess I am curious about is the length apart you're able to go. Maybe there's a good amount of distance, but probably something you could find out online. I can't answer that right now. This charging station is pretty neat, and having the 2 separate cables in case you don't have the charging stand is also really neat. So I don't know what more I can add right now. Maybe just trying the call button. Yeah, so I did it on this one, and this one went off. Just really cool. So if you need a 2-pair, this is pretty good. I know they also come in blue, but as for getting more, I would imagine you could probably just buy more packs, or maybe NXGKET has more. Maybe you could even buy other walkie-talkies that just happen to be able to pick up the same frequencies. But yeah, really cool. I'm excited to use these, and my initial impressions overwhelmingly positive and good.